So this is a special edition of Campfire Chronicles. I know you get 2 in a week. Super rad. So far right now it's John.
Insane.
It is. John, Ashley, and just because people were getting a little bit snarky beforehand, another co-host.
Remember the name, folks. DJ Rex. I'm available for all types of events. Weddings, life day celebrations, slime disjoinings. I can turn any space into a hyperspace.
Thanks, Rex. Thanks. Rex actually on his way back to with me this weekend. We're celebrating that. We're celebrating Horrific Network crossing 5,000 likes on Facebook. That was a huge deal. And tonight we are going to Exit Escape to see if for the second time, first time we've done this in the real and then evaluated, but for the second time, if an escape room should be part of our virtual scare park on Campfire Chronicles. Charlie, have you ever done an escape room before?
I've never done an escape room before. I've seen like something on Netflix, I think, about escape rooms. Mm-hmm. But no, I've never done it. Looking forward to it.
John, what? Have you done? Have you done an escape room before?
Yeah, I've done 3 of them.
3 of them. Which ones have you done?
I did 2 at Escape Modesto.
Which was bullshit. Their jail one was bullshit.
That's the one we did. We did that one, and we did their CSI one.
The jail one is where 2 people are handcuffed to the wall. Yeah, I've told you that story.
And 2 people are locked in a cell. 2 people are handcuffed together, and then you have like a roamer.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, what was interesting, have I told you this story yet? Have you heard me talk about this? So we were there,
right,
handcuffed to the wall, and we did something out of this sequence, apparently, of how you're supposed to do it. Like, we skipped a step, essentially, and we solved it, the room, in like 20 minutes, which is ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
And the guy got on the radio and was like, you didn't solve the room. And we're like, well, what are you talking about? Like, we solved it. The door opened. We escaped your jail. And he was like, no, you have to re-handcuff yourself and relock yourself into the cells.
Because you didn't find all the clues?
Yeah. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah. That was,
well, as long as you find a way to get out.
Well,
what is the...
In that same one, within like the first 5 to 10 minutes, we basically found out how to get to the last thing that would get us the key to get out the door. We didn't even have the people out of the jail cell yet.
Wow.
And it was like, they're like, no, stop worrying about that. It's like we're literally like 1 letter off from getting the hell out of here. So it's like, why would we want to stop?
But I can say that we did, Tyler and Ashley that are coming tonight, we did for Tyler's birthday the National Treasure escape room from Exit Escape. And
is that the one we're going to tonight?
Well, we're going to
not the same room,
but the same company, right? Okay. Yeah. And I was very impressed about the number of rooms that you navigate, because you think it's only 1 room and it's like 4 rooms.
Wow.
So I don't know. All I've seen of this one is a dark forest area, and I know that black lights are involved to find clues in the dark forest area. Okay. You went over there and like walked through it or something?
Yeah, they took us through a whole guided tour of their 2 rooms. So we got to go through the pirate one with the study, and then we did the one that we're going to be doing tonight. They walked us through that one without showing us any of the clues as much as they could.
Yeah.
Because we just were interested about checking it all out and everything. So
yeah,
they're really cool group of people. So that was really neat of them.
Yeah,
but their detail work is awesome.
He's swimming, and Mom's out there messing around.
Sure.
So that's where they're at. It's not terrible right now.
They
Was the National
It's
Treasure
calling
one
back
the one where it's like the pirate study, or was it a different one?
no, yeah,
before?
that was
Well,
that was the
yes.
National Treasure one
Yeah.
in the sense that you had to
You got it.
find
I'll
the
see it.
Declaration of
How'd you do?
Independence and then
Oh, okay.
exit.
Okay, good.
And so,
They had the fish tank and everything
All
in
right,
there.
I'll see you
Uh-huh.
bright
Yeah.
and early then.
and
Okay,
yeah,
bye-bye.
it was like. So you wouldn't? Did they show you that whole room? Did they show you the closet? Yeah, that was pretty rad.
And even the last one.
Now wait.
Where
by
it's
them-
actually at, where you got to like do the maze to get it out.
But
Yeah.
by them showing you everything, doesn't matter
They
if
show,
you in-
they apparently didn't show
If-
him everything. For
If
the one we're
anything,
doing.
it might make it worse
Really?
because that means like if I walked in there, I'd probably jump steps, and then we could be completely screwed. Because then you're gonna miss something important that you're probably supposed to pre-get, and we're gonna be jumping forward, and that could just
So you just kind of got an overall impression of what they're going to
Yeah.
instead of it wasn't in detail.
it wasn't like we weren't trying to solve any of the clues or anything, or we're just looking at the rooms, we weren't searching stuff. They just kind of showed us and everything, and like I said, their detail work is really
the
cool.
same
though.
thing that
Like,
you had on.
very impressive compared to some other local ones that we've been to, where it's like looks like you just walked into like an office room
Yeah.
where there's like
That'd be
Yeah.
there's not too much really going. Like we thought, like prison escape, it was gonna be very like rusted looking,
Right.
and stuff like that. No, it's pretty
low-key,
simple.
right?
It looked like you were just in a regular office room, and they built like a jail cell. So you're like, oh, okay.
Ashley back now here too. Ashley, escape room. You have been through 3 with John.
Yeah.
The experience not at Exit Escape Modesto, but Escape Modesto. There was some shenanigans where you may have solved a room too early.
Yes.
That is exactly what happened to us as well at Escape Modesto. So do not look for a Campfire Chronicles or any other Escape Modesto show on the Horrific Network. Exit Escape, though, we hope to have a long sustained relationship with. So we have 2 rides. If you would have told me that, we would have filled up the ride column on this season before anything else,
Yeah.
I would have said you were full of it. But here's the thing. I don't know if we're going to have time to do Final Destination 3 this summer, this season. We all know the roller coaster on that map is the thing. Let's just all just go ahead and say tonight will be the last ride. The Final Destination's already on there.
Yeah.
Sounds great to me.
It was born to be that.
Yeah. I mean, they filmed Sharknado on that ride.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Chris Jericho
Oh, that's the rip-
rides
that's the
a
rip-
ride. Yeah.
He stands in front of the car for some reason and it just keeps going, "Get out of here!" as a shark gets him.
Which I really want the podcast, the How Did This Get Made podcast, to do Zombie Tidal Wave, which is
How
coming.
excited are you for that, Jimmy?
That, like, what are we doing?
We're giving Ian Zaring a freaking career. So
Like-
he can pay his bills because 90210 just didn't do it for him. And now that they brought 90210 back, we'll see what happens.
Well, I'm just confused on.
Sci-Fi who's making like a crazy run where they're like
I'm
people
con-
were actually watching their shit because they had all the Sharknado
Yeah, that's
movies,
right.
and then they came out with Lavalantula, which is like a police academy
Yeah.
cast reunion thing.
I'm confused on the logistics of a zombie tidal wave. Like, did a tidal wave just crash into like 5 cruise ships where the zombie virus was just rampant within those ships and lifted them off of the deck of the cruise ships to
Maybe-
create a zombie tidal
Maybe
wave?
it's like a Pirates of the Caribbean thing, and it's all the people that have died at sea have
Is
become
this a
zombies.
sci-fi movie?
Yes.
Maybe Tyler and Ashley.
It premieres on the 17th.
Exciting. Well, wait vigorously for that release. The other thing to consider is that next week we will be doing Death House as voted on by Eight-Legged Freaks. Did make a comeback. It was not 100% to 0. It was more like 65 to 35, but Death House still prevailed. But then Charlie, in 2 weeks' time, it'll be your pick. Have you decided?
I do. I want to do. This is an older movie. It's called The Legend of Hell House,
Okay.
and I've got either the Blu-ray or the DVD, so that's not an issue. Do you know the movie?
Vaguely.
Okay.
Remind me of the. Is that's
where
that's the haunting?
it's kind of the
That's what
old-
the haunting series is based off of.
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
this one is by Richard Matheson, who wrote like I Am Legend.
Huh.
You know, what is some of the other stuff that he's written that you would know? A lot of the Twilight Zone episodes, very well known as a horror and science fiction writer. It's got an impressive resume. Anyway, it's about this group of people that have been hired by a wealthy billionaire who's on death's door. And what he wants to know is there's something beyond death. So he hires this group, a scientist, a couple of psychics, a medium, and they all enter this house, and the goal is to prove that there's life after death. And so they pick Hell House, which has the reputation of being the most haunted house in the world. And they have to spend some time there.
So this is not The Haunting, though.
It's not The Haunting.
I feel.
It does have some similarities with The Haunting, but it is not The Haunting.
Huh.
It
So-
is a completely different animal, but a lot of people mix them up because The Haunting is based on The Haunting of Hill House, Hill,
Right.
and this is Hell House.
HELL. Got it. So that's what's coming up on the show. Also, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Thursday, August 8th. That's a Thursday for John. It's a Thursday.
Like the
It's on for a Thursday.
I don't think I'll be there for that one.
And we announced that it Chapter 2.
Nope.
I saw that.
We will be at the Cool Hand Luke's patio because that's where it all started 10 years or 2 years ago
that big crowd of people.
Will
With-
Ashley be there?
with the
No.
red drinks.
Cool Hand Luke's down.
At least Cool Hand Luke's.
Nope.
You don't want your free appetizer with the purchase of an entree?
And a red balloon.
No. I don't.
The red balloon is really worth it, believe me.
Charlie loved his red balloon 2 years ago.
Yeah, a little.
Charlie loved
Got a
everybody
little
2 years
too-
ago.
Too involved with my red balloon.
Charlie,
I remember.
do you remember when Charlie popped the red balloon 2 years ago? Yeah, Andrew's got a video of Charlie vigorously stabbing the balloon. I don't even.
To the red balloon.
I don't remember what it was that made you angry at it, but you killed it vigorously.
I know what it was. It was the third Duke, which
Oh, yeah.
upped the intensity level.
Is that when you were on Venus?
I know. That was not until
You sat down.
Andrew slipped me a edible. And then I launched.
I like how it's Andrew
That's all I remember.
slipped him an edible
We
now.
had liftoff.
That's all I remember is you guys are like.
As the
Charlie's
replay,
like sitting there and he leans over to me and goes, I'm on Venus, man.
as the replay, I like how it's Andrew slipped him, like Andrew drugged him. Because the only replay, as he say that, is Charlie with his hand out saying, "Come on, give me some more."
Yeah, that was probably closer to the truth. Let's put it this way. Andrew offered it, and I did not turn it down. Although I think, was it in, what form was it?
It was a muffin.
A muffin, that's right. So I thought that was pretty innocent. So at that point, I wasn't quite sure if it was just a regular muffin or not. But Andrew's being very generous with his muffins.
You should understand something, Charlie. If Andrew's offering it to you,
Yeah,
it's never just whatever it is. It's always got something in it.
got it.
Which, by the way, Kane, if you're listening to this, you need to shove that fucking mustache. Shave it. Shave it now. You look like an uncle that I would not allow my child to sit on the lap of. John pulls off a mustache nicely. Andrew, maybe the flannel shirt was added to it.
I was gonna say maybe it's the flannel shirt and the
Maybe it was
jeans.
the look on his face as he took the picture. I don't know. It's a combination of everything. It's a perfect storm of something the Horrific Network does not want to be affiliated with. Once again, Rick was in the frame of mind last night to say it was crowder than a Trump rally. We don't claim any affiliation with that either. But yeah, Exit Escape Modesto. I'm going to go ahead and put our odds of successfully navigating it. So out of the 3, how many have you completely done?
2.
So you're at about 66%. Out of the ones I have done, I think I'm more around about a 45%.
That's some good odds. Going.
Charlie has never done it. Tyler's a cop, which did not prove to be that valuable the last time when we did it to his
he probably
birthday.
looks too far in.
Do you ever have people that just stand there and kind of watch other people solve it?
Well, yeah, I mean,
But you know what? Those people always end up solving like one of the things that everybody gets hung up on.
Really?
Yeah. That happened at one of the ones we did up in, was it Stockton? Yeah.
Wow.
At Limitless.
It was one of our friends. Like, he was just kind of off to the side, not doing much. And then, like, one thing we were, like, trying to figure out, and he's like, oh. He, like, did it, we're like, oh.
Okay.
So.
I will say that we navigated her first room with literally like 5 seconds to spare. We won.
What is they have a time limit?
An hour usually.
They give you an hour and they give you extra time to shout them out on social media. I think she gives you an extra 5 minutes if you promise you'll hashtag them, which we've done several times today. So we'll probably have the 65-minute time limit.
Okay.
And we
They should just give us the, we get out when we get out.
What room are we doing?
the medieval village or
We're doing
whatever.
the jungle one.
The jungle.
Badass.
Yeah, it starts in the jungle. That's all I know.
Elvis Presley vibe there.
Elvis Presley.
Grayson.
One of the rooms, yep. The jungle room.
Sorry. Does that date me? Yeah, probably.
You're
no.
fine. You're fine,
I've
Charlie.
been there.
To Graceland?
Graceland.
Interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put our pregame odd at 52% success. We are what you would call
Wait, are we going into this saying that we're not going to ask for clues, or are we definitely asking?
No, we're asking for clues, dog. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
don't be fucking stupid. Like,
Because what are they offering if you can do it with no clues? They offer something sometimes.
You get to come back and do something else, or you get your money back or something like that.
How do you know
What's
what
going
the
on?
scenario is?
Tyler making
Hey,
his return to the Horrific Network. Tyler, John, Ashley, John, Ashley, Charlie.
It's always fun to see Tyler at Snelling. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler and I wanted it smelling.
Tyler takes out a lot of
It was
pent
not-
up frustration at
It was
Snelling.
just
There's
a
no
fish,
doubt.
right? It was just a fish, right, Tyler?
Oh my God. I have never seen Tyler angrier.
That guy was full of shit.
That
What happened?
you didn't so
Story time.
Ghost Charlie.
there's this
Well, you said fish.
we're on this ghost hunt, and I use that term very loosely because the majority of it was them manipulating the equipment,
Yeah.
which was fine. But then there's some story that like a carriage crashed into this river, and I don't know what it was. It wasn't a fish. I can tell you that.
It was a fish.
It wasn't a fish.
Tyler, it was a
A
friggin'
fish.
fish.
A fish is not the size of John wearing white clothes.
Have you never been to Alaska
big
and seen
fish.
some fucking halibut?
Wearing white clothes.
I've seen halibut's white underbelly.
It was wearing a white gown. It was all
wasn't
flowy.
wearing a gown. It was not flowy.
Okay, now
You're full of
I'm
shit.
lost here.
Wait a minute.
No,
was the-
was there
So a fish jumped
was
out
there
of the lake.
anything to put you under the
A
influence
fish
that night?
jumped out.
Fish jumped in the water.
Listen, bro, I'm not gonna confirm or deny.
Moonlight reflecting off its scales and thinks it was.
I'm not going
somebody
to
in a white
confirm
suit.
nor deny that question, John.
Either confirm or deny.
So. Even the guy's own kid was embarrassed to be there.
Dog, that kid was 12. He's going to be embarrassed to be
No,
with his
he
parents.
was like, what, 17?
Yeah.
18? Yeah.
Shut up, Ashley. You're just whatever he says right now because you don't think it was a fucking ghost
We
out
were
there.
standing right next to each other. Both of us looked at each other at the exact same time. We were like, that wasn't a ghost. Literally, Tyler and I had a moment right there. Like, we bonded over this fish.
We even talked to like one of the main guys that helped set up Snelling, and he was like,
And we need
he's
stash
like, no,
back
the fish
from
are like
Colorado.
running right now, and he goes, so they're all over
Oh,
the
so
place.
this is like a salmon.
Yeah, it was like
literally
salmon
just
season.
jumped out of the water. And
Oh,
back
okay.
in.
Yeah, he says that they've been doing
Fuck
that.
off, Charlie.
I wasn't even there. And
To that poor little girl who haunts the banks of the Merced River in Snelling,
Shit. Full of shit.
I believe. We.
I think that experience just would have been better if they. Cause it was just so obvious that they
Here's
were,
the
like,
problem.
trying to, like,
That experience would have been
manipulate.
better if they didn't have the ghost hunters out there. That's, I mean, if they just didn't advertise ghost hunting, didn't have ghost hunters, because what that was.
You want to tell me that fish can't be that big that come out of a lake or a river, and that is the Merced River.
I mean, if you put a nightgown on it, now we're talking.
There was no nightgown.
It was so dark. How would you
bed
even
gown?
tell if it was a
Let's
Like,
talk
what do you
about,
want to call it?
Let's
A
talk
dressing gown? It could have been a boy fish.
Jimmy,
About, I want to talk about how high you were.
I know you want to believe, and I think that you convinced yourself that something had to have happened because you really, really.
I want to reiterate something and make this very clear. I don't give a shit either way, but it did not look like a fish.
It did. What's more likely, a fish jumping out of the river
Oh,
or some ghost in a nightgown?
okay, lawyer Tyler over here.
And if it's a ghost, how did it make a splash?
that's right.
I
That's true.
mean, I mean, if it's a ghost, how does the ghost that's in this house slam a door?
I haven't heard any slam doors.
I don't. Wait, my wife won't be recorded. She can tell you that she's seen. I mean, this house is haunted. It slams doors. We hear voices. Like, it's bona fide haunted. I'm not saying that this ghost was in that river that night, but ghosts can move shit. It happens. I watch the Travel Channel. I watch fuckface. What's his name?
Zach Baggins.
Zach Baggins.
So,
Like, I know how this shit works.
Did you hear that he bought Charles Manson's house?
Of course he did.
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
I read that today. I was like, oh shit.
next he's
That's
gonna. What's he
bad
gonna do
karma.
next? Like go to like a fucking Nazi internment camp. Any evil energy that's still here from fucking 1945, come on out and get me, bro. Like I got thick rimmed glasses. Fuck you, Zach.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen Derek do.
I'll never. I will never forget that guy. Like, I'm really busy right now, but I'm not doing any podcasts. So I'll get back with you, Jimmy. Literally 12 hours later. Oh, welcome to Talk Is Jericho. I'm here with Zach Baggins. Fuck you, dude. Just say no, dog. Just say no.
Right.
Like,
He's probably, I've seen your show.
like,
I've seen Killer season 2.
this was before. That was the nail in the coffin for us to do that. I'm like, oh, you're gonna ghost me. You got no idea the shit we're about to talk. Web series you'll never fucking watch in your life, but it's out there. So what are you setting the odds at, John? I'm saying a 51.5% chance that we solve this room.
I say 80.
We only had, how many minutes? We only had like, what?
Seconds, dog. We
No, yeah, we had like 30 seconds left.
No,
left.
like try like 5. Like it was literally we were at the cusp of not having it happen.
Yeah.
So you're saying 80. You're very confident. Tyler, what are you?
I'm gonna say 60.
Okay. I mean, that's the optimism side of me right there. That's about as high as I would go.
I think 60 is realistic. Just barely over half.
Charlie, what do you?
Well, since I have no experience whatsoever,
But you've got the brains, Charlie.
well, not all the time. I'll say 50. Just tip for the middle.
50-50. Well, hopefully we perform better than the Rams did with 50% odds against the Patriots.
Jeez, Jimmy didn't even ask
Whoa,
me.
that is.
I'm not to you yet. I was doing a quirp with what Charlie's prediction was. Ashley, the fucking,
Go ahead, say it, asshole. It's okay.
what would you say are winning percentages on this?
I think we're gonna do probably. I'm gonna say 75%.
Wow.
A lot of optimism from the Scots. A lot of realism from the other three men in the.
Yeah, but the
We've seen the
Scots
room
have
before.
done. Yeah, we've seen
Yeah,
the room
really.
too. And we-
That's true.
Remember, we
So
just
how
did-
much shit did they give away when
Not
they
a
walked
lot.
you through?
I mean, there was some stuff. We saw plenty of blocks that they didn't show us how to unlock.
They didn't
but
show us any of the locks. I do
They showed us one thing.
2 things in that room.
Okay.
How many
things.
locks?
They showed us one lock.
Well, how many locks did you see that they didn't talk about?
About like 7 or 8.
Jesus, mine, I'm going down to like 40%.
The locks were a big hurdle to get over last time.
The whole, it's all
No,
locks.
what was the hurdle to get over last time was that damn book clue where there was like a letter
yeah.
on like 10 separate pages.
Well, and then get this. This one's pretty much.
That
It's pretty damn dark in this room too.
Yeah.
So, do you actually look for physical keys?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
Some are
Oh, yeah.
keys, some are codes.
You have
some
a light.
are objects.
You have a light
Combinations.
torch to get through this one.
Like the last room we had, you actually had to find
Great.
objects.
yeah,
and
we're going back to
replace them.
medieval times. They got real
So
swords
the
for
other
us to take pictures
The
with.
other thing that you have to
Wow.
understand is that in the way that they have their room set up is that you can't find multiple codes at once. You have to progress with one code to get to the next, to get to the next.
That's why.
Thank you very much,
Keep the
Escape
one-
Modesto.
but-
No, they said that it won't, nothing will make
Jailbreak
sense
my
until
ass.
you find the one code to move into the next.
Because last time, like we had like 8 objects, we had to find to place them in order.
Yeah.
So you found them throughout, but you had to hang on to them and then come back to that.
At the
and
same
solve
place that we're going to?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did the study room. To the fish tank.
Yeah, we did the National Treasure one.
The fish tank one.
Yeah, we got lost. It was literally like Rogue One when they have no hope to having a spark of hope to finishing it at the end. Like we went through a range of gamuts, and it was Tyler's birthday, so it was even It was more at stake because we didn't want to fuck his day up by not getting it done.
We're going to start heading over there so we can do paperwork?
We are going to start heading over there so we can talk to the owner. We'll have the owner on the show, at least one of them. And I'm going to get her to record the intro. We're not going to record inside the escape room for spoiler purposes, but we will record as much as we can over there, and we'll be back with our final thought on whether or not this should be the final attraction. Okay, so now it's just me, Jimmy, with Christy, who's one of the owners of Exit Escape Modesto. We're going through, what is the name of the thing? The
You guys are going to be doing the Cursed Kingdom of Exitia.
Cursed Kingdom of Exitia. And you and your family, you guys come up with all these stories, right?
Yes, everything, our puzzles, everything's done in-house. We're not franchised.
Right
So
on.
it's all us.
We're in the room, the National Treasure room that we did for Tyler, who's out there's birthday. This one was very cool. We were talking about on the pregame before we got here how you guys did a really good job of making one seemingly simple room become like 4 super complex rooms. And the story that you told throughout it was really, really cool. And you gave us a sneak peek into the first room of the one we're doing tonight. And that one's already more like intricate than what this one was.
Yeah. The room that you guys are doing is actually our 3rd installment, I guess. Before that was actually a saloon room, which is our very first one. It was very basic compared to even this room, and that one's even more
intricate.
Yeah, so we just keep getting better, and
No, I 100% believe you. So you guys, how long have you been here in Modesto?
In March of 2019, it's been 2 years. So
2 years,
a
right?
little bit
on.
over 2 years we've been here.
And your Exit Escape, and right now you have the National Treasure story, and you have the Cursed Kingdom story available. You're booking. Are you 7 days a week, 5 days a week? How are you
We're
doing?
7 days a week.
7 days a
Yep.
week, and they got multiple times for you to check out and experience this. You guys, I'm gonna let Christy do. Can you do like the intro to Cursed Kingdom here right now before you do it for the group, like the story, the background of what we're going to experience?
Yeah, I can. So legend goes that there was once an unfair and evil king, and the people of Exitia pleaded with the king's wizard to put a stop to the horrible treatment of the citizens. The wizard granted the people's wishes and cursed the kingdom. Legend goes that the king was locked in his throne room, surrounded by his treasure until his death. Legend goes that the curse can be lifted by a fair and noble ruler decked in royal garb and taking a seat on the throne.
Right on. So I can tell you what we do on this show, on the Horrific Network channel. This is called Campfire Chronicles, and this is a show that takes movies or occasionally experiences, and we talk about whether or not they would be a cool, like, theme park attraction for like a Halloween event.
Okay, yeah.
And then so this is like our countdown show, which builds to our October show on our seasonal rotation, and so we will see if the story I like already. So we will see the odds on. You already pretty much have us won over, Christy, as far as having us out here. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you afterwards. We're not going to record like we talked about before back at the house. We're not going to record inside the room because we want you guys to come to Exit Escape here in Modesto and try to solve the room for yourself. So no recording while we were in. However, we will not hold back in our frustrations if they come to us during the experience after we are done, and tell you guys all about the fun that we had here. And we will talk to Christy a little bit more too afterwards. But again, thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
And we will be back after the escape room. So there is a new king that has been coronated as I humbly accept the right to rule over
What was your percent
Exitia.
going into this again?
No, we absolutely killed it. I cannot believe how fast we got that done. John climbed. I crawled.
Climbed.
Ashley didn't even
broke stuff.
She didn't have to climb. She could have just reached the ceiling from the room that we were in.
I'm a giant. I can't help it.
But together we all overcame the dark forces, and with a little bit of magic from Charlie as the new wizard of the court, we were able to procure a fact.
Andrew,
Jim, I
your
was
missing
clueless.
jester? Is Andrew the missing jester?
Yeah. No, we killed him.
Andrew, you died.
But we were all able to find out something that we've already known. That I am a king and Donna is my queen.
Aww.
So who rules the rules?
Go, Donna. Woo!
Jim, I do have a question. What about
Yeah.
Derek?
I would equate that to why we were successful tonight, Charlie. He was not part of the kingdom or the court moving forward. So you would be a wizard. Abby, you would be like a mystic. Like I would go to you like to see the future. Shit we should not
seer.
do. Yeah, a seer. John, a knight. Ashley, probably more like a strategical general. Tyler, a knight. Ashley could be Donna's like number 2, like picking fruit in the garden or whatever it is we got to do for the toucan. Got to keep that toucan happy. He's essential. He's like my Iago.
Shit.
Yeah, but he's like the good Iago. Now we've turned him by winning the room. It's all part of the tale. Keep up, Tyler. Jesus, you're not going to be a knight for very long. So, thank you again, Christy, for having us. This was awesome. Exit Escape Modesto. So, virtual scare park wise, Charlie, do you think the remaining ride / attraction should go to an experience like this?
I do, definitely.
Abby says yes. John says yes. I say yes. Donna, everybody says yes. So, the Lost Kingdom. I'm gonna have you write that down so we can spell it correctly.
Cursed Kingdom.
Cursed Kingdom.
Exitia.
Of Exitia.
Exitia.
Of Exitia. Aha, that's good. Aha, Exitia.
Oh, yeah. Exit with an I. Okay, I gotcha.
Exitia. It makes it
Clever.
sound
Clever.
fancy.
Will be the final ride in. Thank you, Night John. In our virtual scare park, and then next Thursday we will be doing Death House, Charlie's favorite, Kane Hodder. Another film with him in it, Charlie.
He is my favorite.
Yeah, he's a hell of a guy, Charlie. You really had to eat crow. I'm gonna remind that on every show.
For just this season or forever?
Forever. Right? Are you kidding? Every Sinister Creature con.
Which has new announcements coming on Friday. New
Oh.
guest announcements coming Friday.
Yeah.
I told you guys who it is, right?
No.
Who is it?
No, I think-
Oh, I mean,
I think
we
he
gotta
told
wrap
us.
this up.
We talked about this, right? Like before we watched the movie.
Maybe, probably.
Was it the Darth Vader reference I used? That has nothing to do with.
I don't know what you. I don't. Thank you
We'll
for
talk
listening to
later.
this show. Thank you for listening. Exit Escape Modesto, outstanding. We've done both rooms. We look very forward to their announcing their third room at some point, and hopefully you guys will allow us to come back and try that one because
Absolutely.
this was a ton of fun. You can find them on social media, Exit Escape, on those platforms, and then you guys, do you have a website?
ExitEscapes.com.
ExitEscapes.com. And you will be able to find a time slot for you that works within your schedule, 7 days a week, all kinds of times available throughout the day. Thank you for listening. We will be back with our programming next week for you guys. Stay spooky, everybody.